Robinson again. Britt. Towards Leeburn. Certainly got the pace and the power. Finding Pitcher. And a shot. And a goal by Walsh for Charlton. And it becomes the perfect start. Well, they've dreamed about this for so long. After 7 long years of playing at Selhurst and playing at Upton Park, they're back at home in the finest possible style.
I think we all decided that without a home, the football club really cannot survive. I mean, we have to have a home. I mean, chairmen come and go, players come and go, and the supporters change generations, but they have to have homes. And, you know, for the last 7 years, we've been without one. And it's been very difficult to survive.
Charlton Athletics' will to live over that nomadic 7-year period is one of football's most uplifting stories. Roger Alwen, director, then chairman, was crucial in ensuring the drama had a happy ending. Paying rent to Palace and West Ham was bleeding the club dry. It had to stop.
It's becoming a trivial pursuit question. Where are Charlton going to play next? And that's ridiculous. We see our future is back at the Valley. But we see it's the only way that the club can have a secure future. And I think half the clubs in the Football League are walking on a tightrope at the moment, a financial tightrope. And obviously, without a ground, we're probably even worse than most.
Off the pitch and still wearing that financial noose, the chairman took on Greenwich Council, backed by an extraordinary swell of public opinion. Despite numerous disappointments, this leader always managed to rally the troops.
The one thing Charlton is very good at, both on and off the field, I think, is battling, and certainly we're not going to throw the towel in.
What happened next proved this was indeed a unique football club. Supporters and boardroom, brothers in arms.
When you think those May 1990 elections were really all about poll tax, and our supporters formed themselves into this party and actually polled 15,000 votes. It was quite extraordinary. I mean, the depth of feeling. I mean, well, every time you talk to a Charlton supporter, you get that, you know, that impression that you know, they would do almost anything for the club. Quite extraordinary feeling.
People power eventually won the day, and the chairman, a Charlton fan through and through, paid tribute to the club's hardcore support.
They've turned up religiously, which has been absolutely fantastic. So I think the fact that the problems have generated this tremendous spirit within the club.
The appointment from within of Alan Kirbishley and Steve Gritt was another masterstroke. An outsider would never have come to terms with Charlton's predicament, especially when work at the Valley stopped. What on earth could Mr. Alwen do now to get the job completed? Initiate a financial masterstroke, that's what. The Valley investment plan raised over £1 million. Supporters rushed to buy a stake in their club.
It's not a bond scheme. The difference is that we said that we will repay the money in 10 years' time, which is certainly a gamble as far as we're concerned, because that's mortgaging our future. But we rather feel that that is better to do that and better to get our security back at the Valley, and hope that we can produce sufficiently good results on the pitch that will get people going there.
The miracle could now come true. The chairman had everything in place. Charlton Athletic were going home.
We have taken the decision to proceed with the Valley, and that will actually happen on the 5th of December, which is the first match will be against Portsmouth.
The Valley was alive again. Chairman and supporters side by side in victory.
I think the fans have got everything to do with Charlton coming back here. That and the directors as well, working together.
Another sacrifice on the SE7 crusade had been the selling of star players. Was getting back to the Valley really more important than being in the Premiership?
We can all dream, and it would be absolutely fantastic if we happened to get back into the Premier Division and go back to the Valley at the same time. But I think for the majority, actually going back to the Valley was the chance of making the club's future secure, I think is probably, to most people, more important.
Was there a period when you wondered, are we ever going to really get back here? Is it ever really going to happen?
Oh, in the last few years, I think there have been lots of times when we actually wondered whether the club was going to be here, let alone getting back to the Valley. But having done it, this is only the start, of course. I mean, we've got a lot of hard work now. I just hope everybody that came today, I hope they've enjoyed it, and I hope they want to come back. And as long as we can keep winning, I'm sure they will.
5 years on, a new wave of support is thriving at a happy Valley. A modern Valley, expanding towards a 20,000 capacity with top-class facilities. Under new management and with Greenwich Council's full support, Charlton are taking giant strides towards the 21st century. A First Division club with Premiership ambitions. But its mere existence is due largely to the then chairman who was just the ticket. He made the return journey possible with his inspired leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the latest addition to the Charlton Athletic Hall of Fame, Mr. Roger Alwen.